Hey everyone, it's Chris and I'm here to do a Top 5 Wednesday video, and this week's Top 5 Wednesday is your favorite books with multiple POVs. In the description it says that you should try to do books aiming for books with more than 2 point of views, but I had some struggle with that, so some of these books only have 2, but a good majority of them have at least more than 2. And I'm just going to hop right into it. The number 5 book on my list is a book with 2 point of views, and that is Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. And if you don't know this book, this is a book about 2 kids named Will Grayson and what happens up until them meeting each other, and then what happens afterward. And it's written, one Will Grayson is written by John Green, the other is written by David Levithan. This is definitely one of my favorite books that I've read in a very long time. I love David Levithan. I actually haven't read a lot of John Green, but David Levithan is my favorite author, and he shows up on this list at least one more time. So you're going to see that. For number 4, I have Impulse by Ellen Hopkins. This is a book about 3 characters. I don't remember their names. I read this book a very long time ago. I know one's name was Colin, but these are 3 characters who have all had failed suicide attempts. And so they're all being sent to the same facility. And it switches back between the 3 of them and their different perspectives, and you get to see kind of what their thought process is about the facility, about meeting each other, about relationships, about what caused them to have their suicide attempts. It was a really fantastic book that I was lucky enough to read for, I think, Battle of the Books way back in high school. Number 3 on my list is Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. And I know some people are going to be thinking, why'd you pick Blood of Olympus over all the other books? I love Nico D'Angelo so much, and I was so excited to get Nico D'Angelo's perspective in this book, and also Reina Alvarez. Like, I love both of these characters without a doubt. Like, these are like 2 of my favorite characters in the series, and finally being able to get their perspectives is why I definitely had to pick Blood of Olympus. Number 2 is Misfits by Garrett Lay. I just finished this book. This is the book with 2 perspectives for the majority of the book, but you get a 3rd perspective right at the end. And it is about Tom, Jake, and Cass. Tom and Cass have been together for years, but they have an open relationship. And Tom sleeps with Jake, and Jake kind of has an issue with the open relationship because he doesn't find out about it until right afterward. But it's kind of like you see how their relationship forms and how it becomes a polyamorous relationship between the 3 of them. And really, really fantastic story. The number 1 book on my list might not be a surprise to some people. It is Realm of Possibility by David Levithan. And this book has 20 different perspectives in it. It is 20 different characters that just talk about life, and it's interesting and it's fun, and it's all in like kind of very poem-y formats. Sometimes there's like a little bit more story-like pieces just depending on the character. There's a chapter that is all songs that this one girl writes to another girl that she's in love with but will never like actually show her. There's an urban myth section from one character, and it just fits the characters really, really well. And it's just one of my favorite stories. I just got this version of it because I wanted to have it in a hardcover because I have another version somewhere else. So I probably will actually do a video on it after I reread it, so you guys can hear more about it, because it is like my favorite book of all time. So there you go. And that's it for this video. I'm going to put a link to the Top 5 Wednesday group in the description box below, and to the channel of the person who runs it, Ginger Reese Laney. And you guys should totally tell me what your favorite books are that have multiple POVs. I had some struggles trying to think of some that I've read, so I'd love to read some more of them. If you guys have any suggestions, you should let me know in the comments, and I will see you all in my next video.